Hi, I'm Ken Weiner, President of the California Chiropractic Association, and this is my President's message for January 2011. You know, a lot has been going on with CCA since my term began in June of 2010, and we're trying some new ways of communicating to the doctors out there. So I hope you enjoy this format, as we intend to do this on a monthly basis. And this being our first message delivered to the doctors out in the state, I'm calling this the State of the State CCA Address. So let's talk about what we've been up to for the past 6 months. I'm going to go through this stuff pretty quickly because we have a lot of information to cover in a very short period of time. So let's talk about our public policy makers and how we've supported them. As most of you know, at this point in time, Jerry Brown is the new governor of the state of California. In June of 2010, the board of directors decided to take a risk and endorse Jerry Brown for governor, even when Meg Whitman was seemingly winning at the time in the polls. We think that this is a good thing for the chiropractic profession. We were able to go to a fundraiser for Jerry Brown, for which I attended. I was one of several chiropractic CCA doctors who attended that fundraiser at someone's home up in Sacramento. It was a nice, small, intimate setting. We got to talk to Jerry Brown, the candidate at that time. And one of the things that he said to me, that he reminded me, was in 1974, he appointed a chiropractor to the medical board in the state of California, and you can imagine that ruffled some feathers back in 1974. We also received a couple of tickets to his inaugural address on Monday, and several doctors of chiropractic were able to attend that, representing CCA. CCA also endorsed Dave Jones for insurance commissioner. We held a fundraiser in the San Fernando Valley, spearheaded by Dr. Eric Mumbauer. We were able to raise $9,500 for him. He personally called and thanked Dr. Mumbauer for raising that money. We also received a couple of invitations to his inaugural as well. CCA also endorsed and financially supported through its PAC the winning campaigns of several doctors of chiropractic in the state: Dr. Mark Brown for the Truckee Town Council, Dr. Aaron Hine for the Santa Cruz County Board of Education, and Dr. Jeff Lease as the trustee for the San Jose Evergreen County Community College District. These are all chiropractors, and this is all part of our CCA's plan to elect doctors of chiropractic to public office, both at the state and federal level, as well as local level, excuse me. We have a presence in the Capitol 24/7. When the Board of Chiropractic Examiners wanted to raise the licensure fee to $350, CCA was there with our arguments, and we were able to get that reduced down to $250, saving $100. This fee went into effect, or goes into effect, January 1st, 2011, so expect your licensure fee to go up this year. This essentially returns an 11 to 52% of the doctor's dues investment if you're a CCA member. CCA also lobbied for and won inclusion for doctors of chiropractic as providers in the state health benefit exchange that's being created under the healthcare reform. That's the national healthcare reform. And speaking of the national healthcare reform, CCA doesn't have a lot of direct influence on national healthcare policy. However, through the Congress of Chiropractic State Associations and our relationship with the American Chiropractic Association and the International Chiropractors Association, we have a say through that pipeline regarding national healthcare policy. We have an anti-discrimination provision that was put into the healthcare reform bill, and that states, sections 2708, I'll read that to you. The bill states that, quote, no health plan or insurance may discriminate against any healthcare provider acting within the scope of that provider's license or certification under applicable state law. Some of the other healthcare reform goals include direct access to chiropractors and fair and reasonable reimbursement. Some of the other initiatives that we're looking at in the state are reserving the adjusted manipulative techniques for doctors of chiropractic exclusively, and achieving reimbursement parity for the chiropractic profession. We'll talk about that a little bit in the insurance relations report. The State Board of Chiropractic Examiners, you need to know that CC attends every Board of Chiropractic Examiners meeting, testifying on proposed regulations. Certainly we're very interested in the proposals on the continuing education regulations that are going to be changed CCA has also been working with the Board of Chiropractic Examiners to force the State Division of Workers' Compensation to implement regulations to once again permit QME doctors' specialty listings. CCA has also worked with the BCE to comment and make recommendations to the BCE proposed informed consent regulations. Medicare has been a big issue for the past year. Our CCA staff provides Medicare Essentials teleseminars quite often. They're put on by Linda Coltrane. They're very inexpensive. They're done lunchtime. They're done within an hour or so. Our website also has numerous fact sheets and other resources for doctors of chiropractic. So if you have any problems with the CERT audits that have been going on, or any problems with Medicare documentation, all of that information is a member benefit, is on the CCA website. And if you have trouble navigating that, call the CCA staff or talk to Linda Coltrane. We also have a direct open dialogue with the medical director for Palmetto for resolving any complaints that CCA gets from its members. Some of the things we're working on in the insurance relations arena are resolving the improper cascading or billing practices of Blue Shield. We've sent a detailed letter to Blue Shield asking them to cease and desist the cascading with an argument. We also requested a face-to-face meeting with Blue Shield, and we feel that that's forthcoming within the next month or so. We're also resolving the new California State Automobile Association's policy not to honor chiropractic and other providers' assignment of benefits. And we've begun educating doctors and providing resources for the ICD-10 codes, which are coming shortly. The most significant action taken by CCA in the work comp area was being victorious in stopping the State Compensation Insurance Fund from denying chiropractors post-op rehab and treatment. CCA's victory in reversing this SCIF post-op UR upholds the Doctor of Chiropractic's scope of practice and also gives the patients their due right to have access to chiropractic care. Our Conventions and Seminars Department continues to put on free seminars throughout the state of California. Why would you not want to go to a CCA seminar if it's free? There's absolutely no charge. Programming efforts are designed to appeal to a wide variety of interests. We have CE credit as well as non-CE credit. We continue to provide local backyard seminars also for the convenience and ease of travel for our member doctors. Our Marketing and Communications Committee has been looking into statewide television and PR campaign to promote the profession. Several districts throughout the state are already producing videos using our CCA logo and some of the other resources that are out there for example, from the Foundation for Chiropractic Progress. We're getting airtime on local cable stations and producing PSAs and advertisements, which is terrific. The committee continues to expand the campaign throughout the state. In 2011, we hope to create more positive awareness for the chiropractic profession throughout the state and drive more patients ultimately into California chiropractic offices. 2 times a year, the CCA spearheads in a leadership role by organizing the Chiropractic Summit. This is a meeting between CCA, ICAC, the Board of Chiropractic Examiners, and the presidents of all 4 chiropractic colleges. These are very productive. Our next one is scheduled to be done in April. Our Member Services Department has been coming up with some new innovative changes. One of those that I'd like to mention is developing a chiropractic student outreach plan featuring some seminars that target new graduates or soon-to-be graduate students in the chiropractic colleges. We're going to be putting on some nuts and bolts of how to practice and planning some business type of courses, and we're going to be unveiling that in the CCA 2011 convention. So if you're not a member of CCA, please consider joining. And if you are a current member, I want to thank you for your continued membership and support. And remember, CCA is doing everything that it can to represent you and every other chiropractor in the state of California, regardless of background, philosophy, practice style, or location. Thank you for listening. Be well, and we'll talk to you next month.